The Chiefs are still the Chiefs, D-Butch. I don't know if you know that. They're still winning the games whenever it comes down to it. Now, they're saying that the refs are helping them.
Whoa.
They're saying that they're cheating. They're saying that the NFL wants Taylor Swift in another Super Bowl and Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, the little golden child of the NFL to win every single game. Did they not see the hands in the face? Literally the play before the pass interference on a 4th and 16 that made it a 4th and 16 after they already picked it up? Why do you think this is the case? People just throw rocks at things that shine. Shout out to Taylor Swift right there, who was a part of the entirety of it all. Do you think there is a chance that we're just at the point now where people just hate the Chiefs because they're the Chiefs?
I mean, we're always watching their games. There's always all eyes on the Chiefs game. So everybody, the whole nation is going to see whenever it's a call, maybe a tick-tack call that goes their way. That was an obvious pass interference, just like the hands in the face the play before. But ultimately, people hate greatness. You know what I mean? Some people love it if you're rooting for them, and some people hate it. Obviously, Conman rooted for the Patriots for a long, long time. So we heard all of the same things for 2 decades when it was the Patriots and Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. So nothing new.
We're going to ask Bill Belichick about that in the second hour. How do you handle it? What are your thoughts on it? Because obviously he heard, well, maybe he didn't actually. I don't know if maybe he didn't even know.
Probably not.
That people were saying this about him, but I know the Chiefs have to hear it. And obviously there's a little tug in the Super Bowl that takes place. Obviously saves in there. There's that particular play on a 4th and 16 in the fourth quarter whenever you need to have it, got to have it. So it's easy fodder for everybody to get mad about the NFL. Let's go to a poll, actually. I put a poll out. I said, was it pass interference? Easy question. Over 57,000 votes. Okay, yup was half of the answers. Nope, 20%. Yup, but can't call that actually got more of a vote than no, it's not pass interference. So yup is actually at like what? You do the quick math there, 72, 71% is yup, it was pass interference. And then 9% down there at the bottom goes, I'm just a hater of the Chiefs. I like the self-awareness of the 9%.
Yeah, for sure.
At the bottom, they're like, hey, listen, I'm going to be a biased voter regardless of this entire thing. The yup but can't call that fascinating because if that works against your team one time, you're going to be so mad in this entirety. There's a lot of games that had some suspect ref situations take place this weekend as opposed to the first week. There was one in Detroit Lions game people aren't happy about. There's Ravens-Raiders one people aren't happy about. Then there was a call, let's go to the talk to table, at Boston Connor in the New England Patriots game. You guys are all pissed off in the first quarter potentially about what's going on?
I mean, not just the first quarter, overtime. I mean, when we're talking about yep, but can't call that, there was a pass interference.
Yes. I'm sorry. J-Mo was in the first quarter for the Lions.
Yeah,
yours was in overtime.
In overtime, Jonathan Jones on Tyler Lockett, and actually Tyler Lockett told Jonathan Jones, hey, that was not pass interference. I don't know what the hell is going on here. But again, as a Patriots fan, D-Butt kind of just referenced it. We had calls go our way for so many years. So, look, week 2, it is what it is. It was a hard-fought game. Probably end up still giving up a field goal. This is after the Patriots already punted away in overtime, and Geno Smith was spinning the pill on everybody but Gonzo, obviously. But, no, it was one of those things where you would hope in overtime there'd be some awareness of like, hey, they've played it pretty clear all day. They're letting them, go for the ball. That's kind of a 50-50 ball. Jonathan Jones has a right to it as well. But, no, that's a tough call. I was more upset with the fact that, the Patriots had a blocked field goal with 1:30 left in the game, and that just can't happen when you're trying to win football games, when you can't really throw the ball down the field and you're living and dying with field goals. But it was a great day of NFL Sunday.
Yeah, congrats to the Patriots. Congrats to the Patriots, obviously. Seattle Seahawks go in there and get a big-time win. Geno Smith looks phenomenal. DK Metcalf's dancing end zone, but not too close to the Minutemen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Minute, man. They turned their back. I appreciate that. I respect that. Gave a nice little salute. There was a call in the Ravens-Raiders game on Devontae Adams that I thought was clearly pass interference, but I guess Gene Steratore came out and said he wouldn't have called it. I think this is, I don't know how they're calling the entirety of the game. I didn't get to see all of it, but it's like that feels like that's probably pass interference. Yeah. But I guess Gene Steratore came out and said that he wouldn't have called it there. Fans are obviously pissed about that taking place because it's in the fourth quarter. And then for the Detroit Lions in the first quarter of the game, their first passing play, J-Mo is going on a little in route. He's down here at the slot. He gets tackled at the 40 there. That's first quarter, 11:27. It's an interception. Obviously sets them up to start this game in a negative fashion with the Bucs getting the ball in the positive side of the field. Don't look now, Baker Mayfield, very good at football.
Yep.
Chris Godwin all the way back.
Yep.
Mike Evans is always going to be a guy. That Tampa Bay Buccaneers goes into Detroit, gets a win, but some Lions fans are saying, well, where's that's the first play of the game. That's the first play of the game. J-Mo probably takes that to the house. We got an entire different
kills Goff's confidence.
See, there it is. There is the Lions fans right there. So I think the refs obviously not perfect. I think there were certainly a couple blown calls that we all have acknowledged, but they're off to a better start than I think any other season in the history. Why do the Chiefs win those close ones all the time? Because the cheating
They know how to win, man.
Bill Vinovich was wearing, red and white stripes yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, quite a few of those.
Pretty good AI.
Yeah.
They gotta stop with those AI picks.
Yeah, Mahomes kissing the refs and all that stuff.
Smooch.
The AI is a little bit too good.
That was AI?
Yeah, there's.
I think it was AI. It did look. I don't think he kissed a ref. It was all over the internet though.
Yeah, it looks real.
It was a big time smooch too. He was.
Oh yeah.
Dahn smooching him. There's gonna be there's gonna be a lot of refs smooching people.
A lot of smooching.
With the advancements of AI.
Yep.
I think that is a new world we're coming into.
Hopefully, it just stays there at smooching.
Is that Grok's work?
Well, we've already seen some of the. I don't know. Is that Fun Grok? I don't know.
Can Fun Grok do that, Connor?
Fun Grok can do that. Yeah,
Fun Grok can make photos.
I've seen Fun Grok do some crazy things.
I didn't know there's photos in Fun Grok because I use the Grok service and I ask questions.
Grok service.
And the Grok searches, and the Grok then sends me an answer relatively quickly from the aggregating of information on the platform. But you're saying the Grok can make smooching photos?
I could do it right now. Do you want me to?
No, I don't think we should do that.
Did you do Signetti smoking a cigarette?
I could probably do that. I don't know if the Grok knows.
No Signetti. The Grok knows.
Well, I'm sure he does, but hold on. Let me just dive in.
No, we don't have to do that. But I feel like that is quite an advancement of trolling,
Oh, yeah.
A lot of smooching with the refs.
You can't believe anything. You can't believe anything you see.
Well, and also, it's not just like you can't believe anything. There's a lot of incredibly creative people on the internet, and we're giving them a lot of power.
Yeah.
There's some people, I forget the comedian that said, like, there's some people that are just 2-star people. They should not be in a 5-star restaurant. There's some people that are just like Toyota people. You should not be dropping them in Lamborghini. Not everybody is supposed to have access to everything. Like me, for instance, I fall into that category. I'm not supposed to have the money and access that you're supposed to. Some of these internet creative human beings getting a tag team partner like the fucking Grok and AI, that's a lethal combo.
Yeah.
That is a game-changing situation. And you're talking about the advancements of technology in society. A lot of it is going to be done creatively from these internet comedians. The things that they will come up with, phenomenal. The internet is filled with so many hilarious motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Just so many hilarious people.
Best.
They're everywhere. People hate it, because obviously whenever they're talking shit about something you like, or you specifically, it is not necessarily the most fun time. But boy, when you put out a bird call for hashtag I don't want to overreact, but and you get people.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are so good.
So good. Can't even put them on this program.
Yeah, a lot of them can't because they're so fucking mean, but they are
so fucking funny.
A lot of them are so funny.
The refs cheated for the Chiefs, Coach, just like they did for your teams. Just like they did for 20 years. The refs wanted to see Bill Belichick and Tom Brady win, so they gave them calls and screwed over other teams. Now they're doing it for the Chiefs. Why do you think that's immediately the reaction of people? And how hard is it to kind of make sure that your team doesn't hear all the nonsense that is happening outside and seemingly hating your team because they're great regardless?
Yeah. Well, I think you control what you can control and, prepare and play hard every time. I think that Kansas City put themselves in a tough situation with the hands of the face call and made it 4th and long. When you look at the play, the defender gets there a little bit early. Sometimes, they let that go. Sometimes they don't, but he's clearly there early. So I don't think you can second guess the call. It's really just, need to play the ball better and not the man, but that's a tough one.
When did you pay the refs? Was that before every game? When does Andy Reid do that, Coach?
Yeah. I don't. Look, they have a tough job. They really do, and we've all had calls go for us and calls go against us. But I'd say that with the speed and athleticism of the receivers and overall skill players out there, it's a tough job. The one that I'd say always kind of got me was when they would say there really is no uncatchable ball in the National Football League. When you say, well, the ball was over his head, he wouldn't be able to catch it. And their response is always, we never look at it that way. With how great these athletes are and the catches that they can make, I mean, almost every ball is in play for them. So the uncatchable ball it's very, very rare that the officials will let that go. So if there's any kind of defensive, they don't acknowledge that. And so, I think you just got to understand as a defensive player that there is no uncatchable ball, really. And you've got to be ready to, defend everything and make sure that you're very disciplined in terms of, looking back when the ball's in the air and not putting your hands on guys, past 5 yards, other than, the normal running kind of chucking that goes on as you run with the receiver.
You having to bicker with a ref about a ball not being catchable and saying you don't know if that's true or not. I do. Our kicker caught it. He was behind the net. There's no way. You have no idea what these guys could do because they don't want to make that call and then have to explain that they didn't think it was catchable. And then, wow, I didn't even think about that little nuance in there. And I do see players and coaches do this a lot more than you see refs do it. Very rarely, I guess.
Very rarely do you see an official say that ball was uncatchable and not throw the flag. It happens a little bit in college. I've seen it more in college, but not in the National Football League. They tell the officials, you've got to respect the ability of the receivers to make these spectacular catches, and there's almost no ball that's uncatchable. I mean, the guy would have to throw it, up in the stands.
The NFL is full of freak athletes, which is why there might be a little bit of a learning curve.